Numbers are rolling.
Okay, then you're recording.
But why is it at an hour already? It says an hour and 46 minutes. Is this correct?
You just
Yeah.
Oh, that's all good, Doc. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Eh?
Yeah, that looks beautiful,
You
bro.
are beautiful where you're at. Time yourself. Have a good show.
How?
I'm starting to wonder what it meant that you thought I'd be good on the show.
Oh, because you're smart. You're smart. You look good. You have something to say.
You're kind of weird and freaky. Will you be on my show?
Number one thing, do yourself a favor. Whatever you do, listen, don't look back at him. See, what happens is if you're going to look back at him, you only do it sideways. Only you do 3/4.
Yep.
And if you're talking to him, 3/4. Don't.
What about when I need to lean down to grab my sprays?
That's fine. No.
Or
Listen, here's
maybe
the
I'll
thing.
put these on my chair.
Sherry, you're going to make mistakes. You're probably
Okay.
going to, mic's going to drop. You're probably going to look back at him. It's irresistible. And you just, I got you. I'm on it.
There you go.
10, 9, 8,
Okay, here we go.
Which camera?
5,
Doc, you know which one.
Oh, I'm on this one. Oh, I like that one.
3,
Doc, get back to your
Can't.
2, 1.
Where should I look?
You're looking at this camera.
Okay.
When he cues you. But don't worry, we all look at the wrong ones.
Okay, Doc, want me to roll this music back?
No, I'm
No,
going to
no,
do
you're
it
good.
perfect.
Oh, you-
Dr.
Doc, show's about to start. Do
Woo, woo, woo. I'm waiting.
you want the beginning of the song?
Of this song?
Yeah. Or
No, just let it go.
just let it rock?
Is that the Indian woman singing in the background? I like that.
Doc, you're on.
That's the Indian woman singing in the background, and I like it. And I'm on the air?
Yes.
Are we absolutely live?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Boy, you should have been there. That was good. That was real good. We took that sucker down. Woo-hoo! And welcome to Moon Juice and Free Advice. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Can we have a warm welcome for Moon Juice and Free Advice in the studio tonight? Yes. And I am titillated. I am scintillated. I am excited tonight. And I want to wish, oh God, there's so much to say. What's the date today? What are we, April?
22nd.
We're April 22nd. This is absolutely live. We have a call-in show. We only have one phone system up. We're on Moon Juice and Free Advice. Moon Juice, you're going to see what that is in a minute or two or three. And the Free Advice is call in. What do you want to talk about? We could talk about relationships, finances, healing, God, computers. We can talk about the guy on the street, midgets, albinos, the little Richards. Whatever you want to call in and talk about, give us a call. And we have an amazing panel here, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. And I just want to say our phone number. We only have one number tonight, which is 212-757-1541. I want to say hi, first of all. Which camera? I'm in this one? Amber, you have to text me the address. I need the address. Are you excited that you got mentioned on TV? I want to say hi to Jess, and I want to say hi to Max and Natalie and my beautiful princess Leilani. Can I just blow a kiss out to you, babe? If you're streaming this live in Connecticut, we do stream live. I don't know how to do that. Does the happy face have to be up? Or?
Oh, no, I'm taking it down now.
Yeah, it's like a pumpkin.
No, it's just when you
It's like a pumpkin. Oh, you sent me I want to say hi to the entire third grade class of PS 166. Terribly exciting. And to Kiki, if you're watching, you got to call in. Believe it or not, Phil, we have a call on line 2. Can we just see what's going on with that? Line 2, babe. Caller 2. We're just testing these lines out because this is always fun and exciting. Caller, you're on the air. You got Dr. Philip. How can I help you tonight? Now, hold on. I need you to speak
into the phone.
directly into the telephone. I want you to eat that phone. You got me, brother?
Okay, yeah.
And turn down your TV.
Hey, what's up?
And-
I want to know what I should do to get into the business. I'm trying to get into the business, and I'm having a hard time. What is your advice to get into the
What business are we talking about?
Or acting?
Well, you go and audition. Did you go to acting school?
The business, art world or acting world?
Whichever. Which school did you go for?
I'm on TV.
I would say you're on TV. I know this is huge.
What's that?
Listen, I got about a minute because I got to go through the opening general absolutions and opening salutations. But you got to go in Backpage Magazine. You got to start. Not that I'm an actor. I'm not. I'm a good ventriloquist and butcher at best.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Listen, watch the show, but you go through Backpage Magazine and you go through the due process and find who it is you need to contact. My question is, do you have headshots?
yeah. Okay. You're right. You're
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Hard
And
slog.
while I got you, what's your name? What's your
What's
name?
that?
What's your name?
Peter.
Peter, I'm going to send you a blessing and a general absolution. Is that okay with you?
That sounds great, man.
Put your hand on the screen.
Okay.
Here, I'm taking it down. All right, you're ready.
Okay.
Here it comes. May the blessings of Easter, Passover, spring bake be with you.
Right on.
All right, bro. Call. Watch the show. Thank you. So we have. Can we get some music back up
Yes,
on here?
music is up.
I always want that.
Hey, Doc,
I get so
Can you
excited.
give a shout out to La Luna? He always
Oh yeah, I got to say hi to La Luna from Checkerboard Phil. And I want to, our next guest, and we're going to go to her in a minute. Sherry, can I say your last name? Is that
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Sherry Auth
Sherry on.
of Sherry Auth, and there's so much going. I had to control and kind of, worm my way into your graces. And can we go to a 3-shot and show her? We have the most beautiful young lady with us tonight. Can we hear it, please, for Sherry Auth
Thank you.
and her magical world of healing elixirs, unctions, oils, needles, hands, body work, right? And all things that elicit a self-corrective strategy. See, we're gonna be micromanaged through this whole thing.
Yes, okay. I do acupuncture and rolfing and massage.
All right, hold up. What when you say
this camera.
where we
Talk to him, talk to him.
right now when we say rolfing, what is that?
Rolfing is structural alignment work. So if you have one shoulder that's higher, one hip that's higher, or your feet turn out or turn in, rolfing realigns the skeleton with gravity. So it makes you taller and straighter.
But who's under whose dictation that is that under? Do you help direct this?
Yes.
And do you discern what's right, what's wrong, or how does one discern this?
You look at the client standing up. You
Right.
look at them facing you. You look at their back and their sides, and you assess their posture.
And then it's a series of series of
Yes.
manipulations
Yes.
and
It's
physical.
10 sessions, and each session is designed to work a different part of the body.
Can you go into the viscera,
Yeah, you go into the viscera.
the guts,
sure.
and the
Sure,
organs
sure,
and the
sure,
systems?
Sure,
right?
absolutely.
What about the central nervous system? Can we affect that? Brain, spinal cord.
Well, you don't. You.
I bet you're doing
The
that.
central nervous system is protected, but
Did you know?
you're affecting the whole body.
Well, let me ask you something. Say years of let's say, unconscious and subversive bad choices in lifestyle, finances, relationship resulted in this posture.
That's right.
So say we realign that, we manually go in there and start
Yeah.
moving the neuroskeleton and the skeletal muscular system, right, and put the viscera back in place. Are we going to exact the change, though, in the behavior? And even create a psychic change or a fourth dimensional aspect? one might say.
Absolutely. It's
Tell me
just
about
in
that.
Rolfing they talk less about the central nervous system and less about the visceral organs. They talk more about fascia, which is the connective tissue. And in Rolfing, they see all trauma as being stored in the fascia and the connective tissue. So you're lengthening and releasing the sheets of fascia.
What's the fascia?
Let's talk about fascia, if you
Fascia
can explain
is-
simply, like you're talking to fourth graders out here. So.
Fascia is connective tissue. So it's the body's envelope. It's what gives your body shape. So if you've assumed a certain position for a long period of time, say you play violin,
Right.
after a while, your shoulder is just naturally forward as though you're playing violin.
And
The fascia knits itself in that position.
would you say it's almost like a spider web or a series of
Yeah.
web that overlies maybe
It's
the
exactly
muscle
like a web that
underneath
covers
the
your-
skin, though?
Yep, yep.
And-
And,
and-
around the muscles, and it adheres the muscles to the bone.
Atop, though, of the adipose tissue. Yes? The fat layer? Or does it intertwine with this?
I think of fascia as being on both ends of the adipose tissue.
Yeah, it could. It's actually it's a
not
magical.
It's not just one layer like the skin. It's layers throughout the body.
It's my theory that certain levels of acupuncture, when we instill a needle into a point of deficiency, or we instill a needle into a point of excess or stagnation, that the signal is having a reflexive arc through the fascia, and these unlimited nerve endings that go through it. Can you buy that? That this thing called Qi is housed partially in, they call the what is that called? The musculo-tendon channels, right? Or tendinomuscular channels. Do you ever hear of those?
No, I haven't actually heard
Really?
of those, and I don't know if that's exactly how I describe
Just my
acupuncture.
theory.
I think of them more as energetic channels through the body.
Right, like,
And
well,
how does that
invisible,
exist?
would you say invisible vessels and networks, though? Because they're not visible, correct?
I think of them as invisible.
Right. There's studies done that say they can put dyes and it goes up and through these channels. And,
That's interesting.
anyone you want to say hi to?
I want to say hi to my husband, Scott Davis.
Scott Davis. You're a very lucky man. I understand you're a very handsome man, too. And now, is Scott in this medicine, too?
No, he's in advertising.
Because it doesn't work when two people are in the same medicine. Did you know that?
No, I've never heard that.
Yeah,
Is that really true?
It's too much yin, too much yang, right?
It definitely works that we're not in the same business. I think we balance each other.
Do you work on him?
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
My,
He would say not enough, but yeah, I work
yeah,
on
no,
it.
they don't. Well, it's hard.
They always want more. What's
well,
enough?
it's hard to be our lover's doctor, right?
Yeah,
Would you say?
yeah.
Because it's too intimate, and then it becomes, it's because I think our lovers are have a very special, unique relationship that's kind of untouchable. And when we bring other elements, I don't know. We can't analyze our mates and our.
There's some people that say if you do healing work, you shouldn't do healing work on your family or
Right.
your partners.
Although I will tell you, I've adjusted my daughter since birth, since
Yeah.
hour one. Now,
Yeah.
because now that's what she knows.
Yeah.
It's what her innate intelligence knows and recognizes. Now, as she's getting older, though, she pushes it away more because she develops more autonomy. However, do you know what NSA is? Network spinal analysis, and it's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Is it like network chiropractic?
Same thing.
Yeah,
It's just a
my
little bit
chiropractor does
more
that.
right.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Now,
work.
did you know,
Very
though-
subtle but powerful.
Oh, it saved my life.
Yeah, it's
Here,
great.
I wouldn't
It's
be talking
great.
to you
Yeah,
otherwise.
yeah,
And
it's great.
it
I
allowed
love
me
it.
even to experience. You want me here?
Yeah.
Kind of looking this way?
Yeah.
You don't like the side view?
This is the
All right.
quarter and if you
Contacts in NSA, right, are based on S2,
Uh-huh.
C1, C2, where the dura mater contacts the fascia that we're able to exact a response into the central nervous system and actually change behavior. That's why the contacts are this light. But you're contacting the actual cord at that point.
Right.
Interesting stuff. no?
Right. That's why when you were asking about the central nervous system, I was wanting to differentiate. You're not physically contacting it with your
Well,
fingers.
indirectly.
But yeah.
In
Through the
fact-
layers of tissue.
Well, it's funny because, when you go, I'm going to pick an acupuncture point, bladder 32, right?
Okay.
That's S2.
Yeah.
We go in there, and you can go in there with the smallest needle and barely get into the fascia layer. You can do it.
Right.
You studied any of the French or Japanese or Vietnamese?
A little bit of
acupuncture?
Japanese. but
Sometimes
not
you don't even
Vietnamese
touch it. You
French.
don't even have to touch it. You can. I'm at your point now.
Yeah.
And you're in these different fields, and it's really quite brilliant. You have a lot of clarity in your eyes,
Thank you.
so you've done a lot of work on yourself.
I have done a lot of work on myself, and I continue to do a lot of work on myself. It's fun.
Well, I bet you. I bet. Don't we have to
And it
go
pays
through?
off.
Don't we have to go through a lot of pain? And there is some work that we have to do. A certain amount of work we have to do on ourselves before we're able to transmit this to others. We're just saying.
I think we have to do a lot of investigation.
Right.
And I think that we all start out with pain. I mean, do you know anybody who doesn't start out with pain?
I think fear is weaved through the very fabric of our lives,
Yeah.
which creates this defense physiology, which impinges on a nerve, which creates a pain response. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think what gets twisted is our perception of it, that we try to push it down or ignore it or try to fix it,
And not-
rather than look at it as a gift and say, hey, what's the information in this?
Right.
So,
Beautiful. Nice,
Do you
nicely
feel
said.
this way? So
Yeah.
I wanted to say, too, we are live, so if you want to...
Blocks are an opportunity to grow.